Two critics in the parking lot. Instant movie review.
Hi, Steve Samples here for the Instant Movie Review at the Tribeca Film Festival in New York again for the screening of, thank you, Brad, Everything Must Go with Will Ferrell, and we know Will Ferrell's going to be on the red carpet shortly with a bunch of other people. I have no idea who they are, but we're going to interview them in just a few moments.
You can tell by the light.
I am with Peter Jacobson from House. And Peter, for the people that have been living under a rock for the last 5 years, tell them who your character is on House.
I play Dr. House, a guy with a cane. No, that's not me, actually. That's the tall guy with more of a beard. I play Dr. Taub, who is his one of his team members, and really the victim of much of House's abuse.
He's a very abusive guy, isn't he?
He is. To me, I think he takes a particular liking to abusing me.
Are you guys on hiatus right now?
We are.
You go back when?
Well, if the network and the studio could get there together, we will be back in July.
Now, this movie we're going to see tonight, if the rumor is that the director and writer was your neighbor.
Yes, that is true. We are next door neighbors in Los Angeles. I begged him to be in the movie because when I read the script, I thought it was brilliant. And he flatly refused over and over again. I mean, like, I was dropping food off at his door. I was doing everything. I was cleaning his porch. Nothing. He would not put me in his movie.
Instead, he picked Will Ferrell.
I know. Yeah, can you believe it? It's crazy.
What do you think about Will Ferrell? Because have you seen the movie yet?
Yes.
Yeah, we saw it a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's pretty fabulous.
Amazing, right?
He's great. It's not something you would instantly expect of Will Ferrell, and that's what's so brilliant about it. But that, Hugh Laurie is a clown. I mean, really, he's known first and foremost as a comedic actor, and he really is a clown. He's a wonderfully comic actor, and he was put in House, and all of a sudden people sort of wake up to this the depth of his character. I think with Will, it's the same thing. Here's a man who is known mostly for his comedy, but no, people don't laugh unless they really feel something for somebody, and Will, I think, easily accesses a lot of humanity.
When you first started watching the movie at the beginning, did you have to kind of snap out of expecting Will to be funny?
Well, because Dan, the director, and my neighbor berated me about how great he was and how unfunny he was in the best way, so I was expecting. But still, I had a little bit of an extra knowledge of what was going on, but no, once the movie. It didn't. I mean, it took me. Yeah, you're right. There's like a minute there where you sort of like, well, because you know him, he's so iconic as a comic actor. But again, that's not much more thrilling, especially as an actor, to watch somebody who is so known as one thing. That's what we all strive for.
To twist like that.
Yeah,
right?
To have a real variety and to show people that's not just one thing you can do. I mean, he is really a wonderful actor.
You think it's going to show him as somebody a lot bigger than what we perceive him as being?
Well, yes. I mean, just a much broader spectrum of a human being. I mean, unfortunately, you get sort of slotted in this business, and we all should be as slotted as Will Ferrell is, but but it just I wouldn't complain. No, the point is that it's just he just quickly and easily and effortlessly shows his depth as an actor and a performer, and really skilled, and he's just an accessible human being, and that's what people respond to.
Amazing. Peter, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my
Enjoy
pleasure.
the movie.
I
really appreciate talking with us.
Thanks a lot.
Now, this is part of the glamour of working the red carpet. We just did one interview, and we're waiting right now. It'll probably be another 20 minutes before we get another one as we stand around. But the carpet's kind of comfortable, actually, so it's not bad. And I got new shoes. So we're waiting for Stephen Root right now. Will Ferrell is here. We think possibly the director and writer will be here as well. So they're all over there, and there's a ton of people actually taking pictures and waving. They love this guy, and Will is actually being really gracious. We're hoping he stays gracious when he comes to us. So we're crossing our fingers. On IMDb, you have done like 1.5 million movies.
What happened?
I don't know. Were you there?
I think it's because I'm old.
No. They're like the last 10 years. I'm with. Are we good? I'm with Stephen Root, and what's your character's name in the movie, by the way?
I have no idea.
The guy next door.
The guy next door.
He plays Will Ferrell's next door neighbor.
I do it. He's the kind of guy that he turns on his light at night, and you don't want to look in his window. You don't want to see in there.
We saw the movie yesterday.
Don't do it.
It wasn't worth.
This is my first time. I haven't seen it yet.
No, are you serious?
No, I'm serious. So I don't know.
It's so good.
Oh, great.
You're gonna be blown away.
Well, he is unbelievable. Just working with Will and in a low character. I mean,
I was going to ask you about.
I'm telling you. I think he said on Letterman the other night, he said he doesn't get to do a lot of chance to do things grounded in total reality.
Right.
And this is a low-key, beautifully written character, and I'm so happy he's doing it.
this could really happen in real life. I mean, it
Yeah.
really could.
Oh, absolutely.
It really could.
Yeah.
Now, you got a first-time director and writer.
Right? Dan Rush is
And
fantastic.
then you got Will doing this very dramatic. It was a very. I won't call the role dark though.
No, I wouldn't, because it's a comedy, as in any movie that you care about, you got to care about the characters,
Right.
and that comes from a great script, and I think that's what Dan's done.
It was just absolutely fabulous.
Oh, thanks.
What are you working on next? What's going on with you next?
I just wrapped Clint Eastwood's movie about J. Edgar Hoover. Leonardo DiCaprio is playing young J. Edgar in 1930-31, and they're going to old age make up him, and he's going to play him as well in his 60s. So
No
it's
way.
going to be great. Yeah.
Stephen, thank you so much for
Thank
talking
you
to us,
so
baby.
much. Appreciate
Enjoy.
it.
You're gonna love the movie.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm really excited for you. It's been
Thanks,
great,
buddy.
dude.
Appreciate
Take care.
it. Thanks,
Well,
buddy.
sorry, are you good to go? Light.
Gotta have some soft
Yes,
light on me.
yes.
Otherwise,
He's a handsome man. What kind of? So
fix whatever you
I'm with Dan Rush, the director and writer of this amazing movie. We saw it yesterday morning.
yeah.
It was
not too early, so that you.
No, we were okay.
good.
We saw the visceral response. But this is your first project, directing and writing,
Correct. Yeah.
and you picked something really interesting because you took Will Ferrell, a great comedic actor, and brought him into this dramatic role. Where did you get that inspiration from to make that move?
I mean, there's obviously a history of comedians doing really great dramatic work,
right.
and I mean, initially I didn't even know that he'd be interested in doing something like this. I didn't know he was on the hunt for something like this, and my producers actually suggested him. And I thought, wow, that's a really interesting idea. And I read the script again with him strictly in mind, and I said, wow, this is really, really interesting. And his representation was kind enough to read it and respond to it and give it to him. And then he responded to it, and we sat down and we really kind of agreed on a point of view and a tone for the movie. So
Now,
it happened kind of strangely easily.
It-
Not
it-
easily, but
Easier
smoothly.
than what I would ever expect it to happen.
Yeah.
You based this on a short story. Who's the short story by?
Raymond Carver.
Raymond Carver.
Yeah.
This is something that can really happen, isn't it? I mean, really
I think it's
could.
happening every day. We shot in Arizona, which is where it's happening a lot, and yeah, like Will will say, we're like most of us are only 2 or 3 steps away from this happening to us.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I think it's happening a lot now in this country.
Dan, thank you so much for
Sure.
talking with us.
My
Enjoy
pleasure.
your screening tonight. It was a
Thanks.
fabulous movie.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Will is actually being really gracious. We're hoping he stays gracious when he comes to us. So we're crossing our fingers.